Hey guys, Chucky here, bringing you guys a new video, and I'm bringing you guys Bujins again. I know you guys are going to get sick and tired of Bujins, but this is what I'm using right now. This is the same day as I recorded the last one. It's later in the day, and I've been playing for like 6 hours now from the last time I did that video, and I changed this deck quite a bit. As you could see, I took out the Maxi, and I took out one of the Carnations, and I took out something else. I don't remember what, but I added a few cards in to make this a more of a very, very much control style that is really, really good against the meta right now. Of course, there's no side decking in this unless you're playing ranked, I think. So, yeah, you don't really have to worry about that. You have to worry about making your deck the best against what it can face right now. So, with that in mind, we got Harumi, who's just going to be able to special summon. Then you're probably going XYZ, or just go to finish off. And if it does die, then you can discard one card. Have your opponent discard one card. Can be good against a lot of decks. We have Mizuzuchi, who's just going to allow us to special summon if our Yamato is dead. And if Yamato does die and you get this guy out, it's not really a big deal. So if they Dark Hole, you know, and then you special summon him, and then you play like Vanity's Emptiness, and they pretty much don't have anything. Then we got Turtle, who's just going to stop things from being targeted. And then we got Hare, who's going to stop things from being destroyed. We got Arasuda, who's just going to be able to special summon if we play your Harumi, or if something else happens where one of your guys gets exiled. So it can happen sometimes, and you can just special summon him. 19 defense is also good first turn if you have the Kaiser Coliseum, and you can just set him. I've done that a couple of times. Quillen is good if you don't really need anything else, and they have like an XYZ or a monster that can't be destroyed by battle, and it's really annoying. You can just go out to Quillen and deal with it. Then we have 3 Crane. Crane's going to allow you to pump up your guys and do a lot of damage potential. Do not chain them to each other because it only makes them double the attack. So it doesn't double and then double again, or double and then add another double. So like if it was 1,000, it doesn't go to 3,000 if you use 2. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. And don't chain it with Honest. Don't use Honest and then use this, because then you just get the double attack. It'll get rid of Honest's effect. So just make sure. You can chain 2 Honests to each other, though. So just keep that in mind. So Carnation, which is just going to get us some stuff back. Putting 2 in made it way more consistent. And I get it when I need it, actually. There was a match where I made a misplay where I could have won, and I did something stupid. And then next turn, I drew another one with no cards in hand both times, so it wanted me to win that game. We get 2 Pod Duality, which is just going to allow us to draw. We don't really special summon, like I said last time, so using Pod Duality is no negative effect on the deck. We have 3 Mystical Space Typhoons going to allow us to destroy face-down cards and allow us to play things safely early on in the game, first turn if we go second. 2 Forbidden Lances would have the same effect, but I'm not a big fan of Forbidden Lance right now. I think I'm going to change these for Chalices, because I'm having more issues against opponents' effects than I am against the actual monsters. I mean, spell and trap cards destroying my monsters, because I do have the Turtle in the Hare, and these just seem like cheaper Turtle and Hares, and then they have a disadvantage, and you know, and if you do use them against your opponent, I mean, it's good, but then you also still have Crane. So it's just, I don't know. I don't think it really has a place in this deck right now. 2 Kaiser Coliseums. The way I found out about this was making the cover photo for my last video. I saw somebody's deck list, and they had 2 Kaiser Coliseums in there. Actually, they might have had 3 Kaiser Coliseums. I can't remember, but I was like, oh, that's a really good idea, since I sit there with Yamato anyways. Pretty much a battle boxing idea there. Fire Formation, still 3 of those going to allow us to search out Yamato, which is 6 Yamatos on turn 1. We got Bottomless Trap Hole, still 1 Regalia, just because I think it's all right at 1. I was going to put in 1, but I put in an extra Hare instead. 2 Breakthrough Skills, and then if I make these Chalices, that'll be a lot of negate effects. 6 potential negate effects, so that's really good. Vanity's Emptiness is just going to stop them from special summoning if you get Kaiser Coliseum, a Vanity's Emptiness, and then a Yamato. You're pretty much way, way ahead if you have a Crane just sitting in your hand and a Hare in the graveyard. You're pretty much like next level, so it's really good. And then 1 Solemn Warning, just stop those. The XYZs are the same. If you guys want to see those, just check out my other video. and you can go through those. So I'm going to have to start this over again. We're going to load this one because I want to show you guys this one. I kind of feel bad for this guy. I got like a really, really good hand, and he didn't get such a good hand. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to pay 4,000. No, you're just going to pay 4,000, get nothing. Oh, you're going to, no, your Rigeki's not going to do anything. So that kind of sucked for him. I get another Vanity's Emptiness. I'm just going to set it just in case he does destroy the other one, gets a Mystical Space Typhoon or something. But he's actually going to draw another a Hero Lives, so he's just going to scoop there. Pretty funny game. That's why I wanted to show that one. I have a lot of games here. So against Hermits, I forgot what they're called in English, but they're the guys who return to the hand, the Hermits, I don't know what they're called. So I'm going to get a pretty good hand here. He didn't get the best hand, though. He does have every drop card in the world and a Rigeki. So he's going to be able to bottomless my Yamato. He's going to get a Pot of Duality, which is really... That plus Vanity is really broken in that deck. See, these guys, I don't know what they're called. It's really broken in that deck because they normal summon each other, they don't special summon each other, and they're just absolutely ridiculous. It's like at some point it's not even fair anymore. So I'm just going to use that to get the Yamato back in my graveyard. It doesn't really matter if I did or not. And I'm not sure what he did there, but he summoned his guy and attacked me and killed himself. I'm going to get a Carnation, get a Turtle. He's going to actually use that, which is fine because I was going to attack him directly anyways, and then I was going to XYZ, but... I don't really need to. Then he's going to have this really broken... This is the most broken guy in the set. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. I don't care what anybody says. That's the most broken card in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm just going to get Mystical. I'm going to play these guys. I'm going to be able to attack. And yeah, there's nothing he can do. He's just going to end up scooping after he draws. So yeah, a Hermit's down. I've beaten a couple Hermits, but I only saved that one. Was there one in the last video? I don't know. Next is Nekroz. This shows the power of Vanity's Emptiness plus a Yamato. They can't really do anything. Dimensional Prison, and that is perfectly fine. I'm just going to set the Vanity's Emptiness. He's going to set a Bottomless and activate the Ritual spell, which would have been good because he does have the cards. I was kind of surprised he didn't just use all their effects to like discard and get stuff. I don't really know how they work. I never read any of them except that bottom text that tells me what they're doing to destroy my life. So he's going to play Fiendish Chain on my Mizuchi. He's going to get another one of these guys, which is kind of... His name's Shrit. Okay, whatever. And I'm just going to play a Hare in attack. I'm going to lose 100 life, but that's fine because I do get a Fire Formation, which is going to allow me to get Yamato. I'm going to be able to attack, do 1,700. There's nothing he could do. Look at the cards that he's drawing. He's literally just drawing the ritual cards. So he ends up getting Jin, Releaser of Rituals, which is perfectly fine. I'm just going to use a Crow because I know I can get a Crow back. So it's not a big deal, and I know he doesn't have any attackers except for the ritual cards, so there's literally nothing that he could do. He's at 4,600. I know I can win if I play a monster. So that's exactly what I am going to do. I could have played Deonis to be safer, but I know he couldn't do anything, so it didn't really matter. And next we're going to do Volcanics. I've beaten a couple of Volcanic decks, but they usually have the upper hand. He does have a really good hand, but at the Kaiser Coliseum, the Breakthrough skill, and I got the Yamato out. He's going to use Mystical Space Typhoon on the Breakthrough skill, which is perfectly fine because Kaiser Coliseum is not going to really affect him ever. Fiendish Chain, I'm just going to XYZ. I'm going to go for this guy because I'm still not sure what he's going for. And then he goes for the Blaze Accelerator, which is fine because now I have this guy out, which means that Scattershot's ridiculous. Is not going to be able to do anything. I did throw away a Hare earlier, so I'm going to be able to live both of my guys through that. I'm going to take 1,500, which is, oh my god, it's just so stupid. Destroy all opponents' monsters, and they take 1,500. So he's just going Mystical Space Typhoon and quit because he can't do anything, and he's going to lose. Now we're going to face, I'm going to show you against this guy. This guy was a jerk, to say the least. He was talking trash, saying I didn't know what I was doing and stuff. So he's going to be playing Quip Ports, as you can see here. He has a really, really strong start. And I'm like, oh, right, well, there we go. I got the Yamato. I'm just going to be able to Pot of Duality. I'm going to get Turtle, because I know they have a lot of stuff that targets. I'm going to attack, try to use Crane. No. He's actually going to remove me. He draws another Mirror Force here. He has one out. He's going to go get this field card. I didn't even know they had a field card, but that card is gross. So he's going to get Towers out on second turn, and I'm like, great. So he targets this to return it back to my hand, but I'm just going to actually just use it on him. And he's going to make me discard. I'm just going to discard Turtle, because I'm not going to discard either one of these. I can use this turn and actually do something. So I don't know what he has face down still, but I'm going to go out with these guys. I'm going to get rid of Breakthrough Skill, and he was calling me a noob and said I sucked. He's going to go for that. I'm going to throw away Hair, because that's why I went and did it, because I figured he had something. So I'm going to be able to kill his tower, play Kaiser Coliseum, so if he goes for any shenanigans here, he won't be able to. And I have the Solemn Warning down still that he knows I have, but that's fine. I'm actually going to draw Hair, and I'm going to do some pro plays here. I'm going to play the Hair. I'm going to play the Solemn Warning so it gets destroyed. He's going to get the Mirror Force. I'm going to throw away the Hair. I'm going to throw the Crane at him and win the game. Through a throwaway Crane off of a Hair that I Solemn Warning myself. That is pro plays, my friend. Pro plays. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys rate, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys later.